Okay, so imagine this. You're relaxing by the pool, enjoying the afternoon sun, and then suddenly you hear the unmistakable roar of a chainsaw.
Way too close for comfort. A horrifying crash.
That sound, by the way, that sound is the reality for a homeowner in Bryanston.
Yeah, we actually have the audio clip from a neighbor's security camera.
It's pretty shocking.
Yeah, last week this homeowner hired what they thought was a tree expert.
You know, someone they found online seemed professional enough.
But this so-called expert ended up causing 65,000 Rand worth of damage.
Demolished their brand new pool deck with a falling tree limb.
And then just vanished. Poof. Gone.
Classic.
You do not want to be that homeowner.
Absolutely not. No one wants that kind of surprise.
So today we are diving deep into a growing problem in Johannesburg.
Tree felling scams.
Yeah, these fly-by-night operators
They're popping up all over social media.
offering what seem like really cheap tree removal services.
But they're actually costing homeowners millions.
Yeah, in damages, botched jobs, insurance nightmares. It's a real mess.
So in this deep dive, we're going to break down exactly how these scams work,
What to watch out for,
how to protect yourself.
and what to do if you think you've been targeted.
We've analyzed dozens of cases.
And there's a very clear pattern emerging.
It's like they're all reading from the same shady playbook.
Right. So first things first, these scammers, they love Facebook.
Yeah, it's like their favorite hunting ground.
They create these really slick ads,
You know those beautiful before and after photos of perfectly trimmed trees?
making it seem like they're, these expert arborists.
But here's the
They-
catch those photos.
Often stolen.
Yeah, they just snag them from other websites or even other countries.
It's all smoke and mirrors designed to lure you in.
And then once they've got you hooked, they hit you with a deposit demand.
Almost always run 50% of the total cost.
And they want it in cash,
Or through an immediate bank transfer.
which is a huge red flag.
Right. Why the rush?
Right. A legitimate company.
They're going to have proper invoicing systems.
They'll give you a detailed breakdown of the costs.
And they're not going to pressure you into handing over a big chunk of money up front.
And then there's the safety issue or lack thereof.
This is where it gets really scary.
These scammers often show up with zero safety equipment.
No helmets, no gloves, no eye protection.
And get this, we even found reports of workers wearing flip-flops while operating chainsaws.
Flip-flops.
Yeah, you heard that right, flip-flops.
I mean, that's just insane.
It's not only unprofessional, it's incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, for them and for anyone nearby.
This complete disregard for safety is a clear indication that they're cutting corners everywhere.
Including insurance.
Which brings us to a really important point.
Your homeowner's insurance might not cover you if you hire an unlicensed contractor.
Yeah, there's this little clause buried in many policies.
Clause 14B.
It basically says that if you knowingly hire someone who's not licensed and they cause damage, your insurance claim can be denied.
And we're not talking about small amounts here.
We've seen cases where homeowners have been left with bills of 250,000 Rand
Or more.
because they went with the cheapest option and it backfired spectacularly.
Yeah, it's a huge risk.
So to give you a better idea of what to look for, let's imagine two scenarios.
Okay, I like this.
On one side, we have the scammer.
And on the other side, the legitimate professional.
So picture this, the scammer arrives in an unmarked van,
Yeah, probably dented up a bit.
maybe a rusty chainsaw hanging out the back,
He's wearing those flip-flops we talked about.
maybe some Spain sweatpants,
Definitely no safety gear.
and he starts hacking away at the tree with no plan, no ropes, no control.
It's a recipe for disaster.
Now picture the professional.
Arrives in a clearly marked company vehicle.
Everything's clean and organized.
The crew is wearing full PPE.
Helmets, gloves, safety glasses, the whole 9 yards.
They've got professional-grade equipment.
Ropes, pulleys, a wood chipper.
They take the time to assess the situation.
And they work methodically and safely.
It's a world of difference.
And to really emphasize this point, we came across a story that's just terrifying.
Oh, this one's a doozy.
It happened in Santon.
A homeowner hired a crew to fell a massive pine tree.
Like 20 meters tall.
And these guys were about to drop it directly onto the homeowner's house.
Oh, kidding.
But luckily, a neighbor spotted what was happening.
Someone who actually knew a thing or two about tree felling.
And they realized that the so-called foreman had absolutely no idea what he was doing.
He was about to cause a catastrophic amount of damage.
It could have been a complete disaster.
Seriously, it could have injured people, destroy the house.
It's a stark reminder that you're not just risking your money with these scammer.
You're risking your property, your safety, maybe even your life.
It's just not worth it.
So what can you do to protect yourself?
First off, never ever hire someone based solely on a Facebook ad.
Do your research ask for references?
Check their licensing and insurance credentials.
And don't just take their word for it.
Verify everything.
Call the insurance company directly.
Ask for proof of their licenses.
Get everything in writing.
A detailed quote outlining the scope of work.
Their safety procedures, everything.
And if something feels off, trust your gut.
Yeah, if a deal seems too good to be true, it probably is.
Right, walk away.
Now, because we know this is a really important issue,
And we want to help you stay safe.
we're offering a special service for our listeners in Johannesburg.
For a limited time, you can send us photos of any tree-felling quotes you've received.
Via WhatsApp to insert phone number here.
And our team will give you a free license verification check.
We'll look at the insurance detail.
And give you a general risk assessment.
Think of it as a free second opinion from people who know what to look for.
We want to make sure you're making informed decisions.
And protect yourself from these scams.
So don't wait.
Send us those quotes today.
And don't become tomorrow's horror story.
Stay safe out there, Johannesburg.